everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello!
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night War, set on the one and only Brobna. And today we are playing a super special battle because it is time for the Blooded Kill Team to take on the Phobos Kill Team in a mission that we're calling Bomb the Base. So here we are on another ruined sector of Brobna, and you find us here at the foothills of a abandoned orc base that has now been infested with chaos. That's right, the Blooded Kill Team have taken up residence within these horrible, murky walls, and the Phobos Kill Team has been sent to destroy their base and remove their tainterous ways. So it's a new word. It's a new word, tainterous. It's treacherous and taint, all in the same word. Now, what they've got to do, Beanie is going to be the attacker this time around, and he has 3 objectives on the battlefield. One there, one over there, and one over there. These represent the areas with which he needs to plant his bombs in order to destroy the base and remove their tainterous ways, as I said before. Now, this is going to be an action to do that, and it's completed at the end of the battle round if that operative is still there at the end of that round. So it's planted the bomb, and it will go off whenever he leaves the area. Don't worry, he won't be caught in the explosion. They are better than that. But what's going to happen is that he's going to get 2 victory points for every bomb that he sets, and when it explodes, it will actually remove the terrain feature that it is next to, and if there are any models on top of it, they will fall directly to the ground, roll a dice, and on a 1 they die instantly to show that they have been engulfed in the flames of the Emperor. So Beanie gets 2 victory points for a maximum of 6 in this game, and on the other hand, the Blooded Kill Team will get 1 victory point for every member of the Phobos Kill Team that they kill, meaning that there's a maximum point score of 6 for either side. There we go, that is the objectives today. Now let's go and meet the teams. So here we are with the Blooded Kill Team. I have 9 of the finest operatives and 1 chieftain leader here, supported by these 2 big bad boys. Now, to go through and explain who and what they are, I will do so right now. So we start with the chieftain, who is, you may know him from previous Kill Team videos, it's Barry Twatter. He's been upgraded and given his own kill team, which is fantastic. He's supported by Mixmaster Mike over here on the left, and also, what we're going to call this guy, Chunky over here, who is devoted himself to Slanesh, but also is full enough of rage that even Corners said, well done. Over here we've got Barney Stimpson, who is going to be my medic, and we've got the Comms Man, who is just called Comms Man. We've got a Butcher, Flenny, the Flenser, and we've also got not Flenny. We've got the Trench Sweeper as well, who's great at sort of deflecting hits and pumping out shotgun blasts. I've got the Grenadier, who, after the recent FAQ, is just going to be equipped with the Diabolic Grenade. I know that there's been some confusion as to whether or not he actually gets to have both equipped, because he has both frag and crack and diabolic, so he's just going to have the diabolic one for this one for ease's sake. I've got a flamer traitor guardsman, I've got the long las wielding sniper, and a plasma gun as well. So it's quite a heavy hitting team indeed, but will they be able to withstand the fury, the righteous fury of the Phobos Kill Team? Beanie, you've got a brand new painted up kill team right here, and they look rather familiar. That paint scheme, where have I seen it before?
They are the Sentinels of Brobna.
Yes, they are. For those not in the know, we have a custom chapter here on Live and Let's Dice, which is called the Sentinels of Brobna, or the SOBs for short. They are tough bastards. They ride the warp as if it was a giant wave with surfboards made of hate and righteous fury. So yeah, there is...
Nice.
I thought that was quite a good metaphor there. Imagine the sort of like the Japanese art of the Great Wave, but with one of these guys on the front of it. So, what are you bringing today, my friend?
Okay, so on the left we have my Saboteur. So he, much like in the spirit of GoldenEye, can plant down remote mines, run away, and explode them.
You've just given me horrendous flashbacks now.
PTSD
Oh no, okay, fair enough.
And he's also just pretty good at shooting, because all of these guys pretty much have the lethal 5-up rule, which is really nice.
Yep.
So going on to the next guy, I've got a bit of a theme. He is the Mine Layer. So he also can set up some kind of explosive, but he doesn't have to click a button. He leaves it there, and if you get within 3 inches, it's a bad time to be you.
Big explosions.
Okay, and in the middle we have the Sergeant of the Squad, and he has that ability if he's not within engagement range of enemy operatives, he can just gain me a CP.
I know,
which is really nice.
Gaining a CP is incredibly useful in this game, and the fact that he can just do that and just say, right, I'm just going to hide out of sight and just farm some good stuff. Fantastic. Who's next?
Okay, so here we have my sniper, or the marksman, hence why he's got all the gold, because he's pimping.
I love it.
Yeah, so he's hitting on 2s, lethal 5 up, AP 1 as well, so he's really able to chip off that damage.
That is good.
And he's got an ability called Target Lock, which again just helps me shoot people in the face.
Yes, indeed.
And then next to him is the veteran, who has the best close combat in the squad, so he has 3 to 5 on the lethal. He's also got a custom rifle, which I'll get to choose at the start of the game what traits that'll be. It's most likely going to be lethal 5 up with mortal wounds of 1.
Amazing.
Because
yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, and next to him is my medic. So he is here to heal people up and again shoot people in the face with his surprisingly lethal gun.
They are a very good kill team indeed. We have tested them out a few times on the channel, as have we with the Blooded Kill team. Both have got a victory under their belt, so this will be basically the battle of the champions. So let's deploy and see how things shake out. So here we are after the deployment, and the Blooded Kill team have gone very, very, well, it's very quiet. They don't know they're about to be bombed is pretty much the reason why. So that every single member here is on conceal. I've tried to deploy in a way that would reflect them sort of moving through the base to do doing their duties. The chieftains over here and the enforcer and the Ogren duo are just sort of doing their own thing over there. But on the other side of the battlefield, the Phobos team is a bit more aggressive. We've got an even spacing of nearly every single operative, but we have 2, or is it just the one? Two that are on gosh, which means that there will be some shooting potentially in the first round. Beanie is ready to push forward to get these objectives to blow up the base and remove the tainterous Blooded. So because Beanie is the attacker, he is going first this time around. He's going to get his moves off, but the question is, what is he going to do? However, before he does any of those movements, he has paid 1 CP for Vanguard, which means that he can ignore some cover, he can move over, he gets to add +1 inch to his movement, and also it means that he can hop up and down without costing any additional movements for doing so. Very useful when scaling all of this scenery in front of him in order to get to those objectives. So he's down 1 CP, but the battle begins. So we are kicking things off with some action straight away because Beanie has leapt up onto the weird sort of ramshackle barricade over here and is declaring a shoot action down at my butcher over here, who is a valid target. So we are rolling 4 dice, I want to say?
Yes, 4 dice, hitting on 2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s, because he is super spicy. Of course there's
5
one.
up. Lethals.
Okay, so I'm going to retain 1 for being in cover for sure because of the fact that...
And it's AP1.
Oh, so it's only 1 dice to make. Let's see if I get anything. I got a 2, so I take 2 full crits, which will be...
I think that will be 8 damage.
That'll be definitely enough to kill him. Unfortunately, the butcher did not have enough wounds, so he is dead.
Sorry, Frank.
Welcome to the catch-up. Okay, so over here, I moved Flenny, not Flenny, over around here underneath some cover because I'm worried about an overwatch later on triggering off and basically killing what men that I had over on that point. Now, it might look like I've abandoned it, but I've actually moved the commsman over here who used his signal ability to boost the APL of my sniper round the corner, who will hopefully be able to jump up to there, do a shot over at the exposed marine, and then dive down out of cover to prevent his own head being popped like a grape. But over here, Beanie has moved on to objective number 2 with his Haywire Mine Saboteur, isn't it, this guy?
Yes.
And he's dropped his Haywire Mine with one of his activations, moved on for another, and is now using the action to start planting the bomb. So he's just got to stay on there until the end of the turn because all of my guys... There's a lot of bombs going on here. And even though, as weird as it is, his mine will not be destroyed when the objective itself is destroyed. It's just that good. Because reasons for the game, all right? So that will definitely be destroyed at the end of the turn because I can't do anything to stop him. So it's going to be a very interesting thing to see what space this opens up here in turning point 2. He also moved his other... Who's this guy here? The medic over into the...
Helix Adept.
I know my Marines, mate. He moved him over to the barricade over here so he can start moving on to objective
Because of the Vanguard thing, getting that extra inch of movement, just got him around there. Boom, ready.
Perfect.
Take that, little baby.
Indeed you will. So that's been all the movement, and now it's back to me. Okay, so the long lad wielding sniper is shooting down over at the exposed marine. Will he be able to get any 6s? Because that is what we are looking for, friends. He got all hits, which is quite nice indeed. But Beanie will be able to retain 1 as cover, but he's got 3 saves to make.
3?
Or technically 2, because I assume he's going to retain 1 as cover anyway.
Yes, it does seem wise.
Coolio.
Let's see some 3s. We saw some.
So you take, I believe it's 6 damage in total, but I will just double check. So he's down to 6 wounds, and now the sharpshooter is going to dip, dap, and dive down to here with a dash. So here we are, catch up the second. There's been a lot of movement, but Beanie has finished moving all of his kill team. We've pushed the sergeant forward with his, he's not the sergeant actually, this guy.
He's the veteran.
He's the veteran with his bombs. He's getting ready to make a pounce on objective number 3, but not yet. He's moved the sergeant forward over here. No, actually, this guy's the sergeant, the dabbing guy, isn't he?
The guy dabbing with the skull is the sergeant.
He's moved him into the scrap pile so that he can start ordering commands to kill in Turning Point the second. And who is this guy again with the crazy long purity seal?
Oh, the veteran.
He's the veteran. Who's this guy then? The
that guy's the saboteur.
Oh, they're all bloody... I thought I said I knew my Marines, but clearly I don't. He's moved everyone down here, keeping them out of range of the blast of the diabolic bomb, which will be hopefully making its presence known in Turning Point 2 or 3. Now, obviously, I can't stop Beanie from destroying this part of the base, so what I'm going to have to do now is move all of my operatives that I still have left to move away from there so I can regroup and see what cover remains after it has fallen, which looks a little bit something like this. So here we are after all of the blooded kill team have moved, and I have actually kept these two here, the trench sweeper and the gunner over here, kept them stationary because of the fact that when this explodes, I'll get to see what the lay of the land is and then react accordingly, because there may be avenues for shooting that open up afterwards. I've moved the chieftain and the surgeon over onto the barricade over here, and they're just going to basically wait to see what happens after the explosions. But here is the big beef boys here, the Ogrin and also the Enforcer have moved into the centre. Now, they are completely exposed at the moment, but they do not care a single what, because of the fact when Turning Point 2 starts, they will be charging, they will be punching, they may be dying, but they'll be doing so with a massive grin on their faces. So that's been the end of Turning Point 1, and oh my giddy aunt, the action has been completed, and so this explodes, which looks like... It has exploded. Part of the base has fallen. The rubble that stands there is now an obscuring piece of terrain for those on the ground. And look, even the little sort of like walkways over here have also fallen. And if you're standing there, it means you can get up to the top without getting any of your minuses to jump up and do all of the funky stuff there. Bit of thematic stuff here on the channel. But yes, Beanie has got 2 victory points. I've got zilcho as we go into Turning Point the second. Here we are at the start of Turning Point the second, and Beanie is paying 1 CP for...
Multi-discipline.
Of course he is. It's the most overpowered strat probably in the entire game, but it's so good. You'd be a fool not to use it. It means that Beanie gets to shoot twice with all of his bolt guns, which is going to be pretty dangerous considering they're all bolt guns and I'm running out of terrain here to hide behind. So yeah, pretty spicy indeed. But I am responding by paying 1 CP for Glory Kill, which means that I have nominated the Helix Adept medic over here. Shoot the medic! It's the Geneva Convention.
Yes, thank you for breaking all of the Geneva Convention.
And we've given him the flame icon over here to show that he has all of the burning gazes of all of the blooded onto him right now. It means they get to reroll.
Because he was hot.
Oh, it's because he is very hot. It also means I get to reroll a single hit when shooting or fighting against that until the end of the turning point. I want him dead. I've also generated another. I've also generated another blooded token, and I'm going to give them out, and then we're going to roll to see who gets turn 1. So, I won the roll-off, and I am starting, as things mean to carry on, with an almighty charge from the Ogrin down here. Now, this is the thing. I know that I've sent him to certain death, because being in the firing line of nearly every... Well, it's actually every single member on his... It's a bad time for him to be there, but if I can knock off this saboteur, then that means that there's one less person to try and plant the bomb, and also means there's less problems for me to have to deal with going forward.
He doesn't look like he would pass an intelligence test anyway, does
exactly.
he?
He's just too hyped up on all the fizzy pop that they were feeding him beforehand. So remember, he's got a 6-up feel no pain because of the stims from Barney Stimpson over there at the beginning of the battle. And as he finished his charge, he does D3 mortal wounds to the saboteur. I will re-roll that one because it's in the corner of doom. For the Ian, so he takes 1 mortal wound to begin the combat with, okay, cool. And then he comes in with his crushing fists and power weapon. Which is, because it's got rending, I can change one of my normal hits to be a critical as well, so I will change this 3 to be a 6. So at the moment, I'm doing 12 damage. How many...
He's got 11.
Okay, so I will kill him, so it's a case of how much damage can I do beforehand. Ooh, nice.
So I can parry away a crit.
Interesting. You will still take 6 from one of them, and then you will be able to parry the You'll parry that one, and then I'll do another 5 damage, so it'll be 11 damage in total, which will kill
So there's
him.
no point in any parrying.
No,
so
so you might as
I'm
well do
just
some
going to punch
damage.
you for 4.
Okay, so you'll do 4 damage to me, and I will do a lot of damage in return. So I've killed the Saboteur, but I have taken some damage. Ogren is down to 12 wounds. I didn't get any of the 6-up feel no pain, so that is the end of that combat. So that's 1 victory point for me, and also an additional blooded token for killing somebody in this turning point. But anyway, over to Bean. So explain all of that to camera, Bean. What are you about to do now? He's fleeing
Right, so, charging my medic around the corner to beat up Flenny.
Not Flenny!
Take that, Flenny.
Aww.
So the plan is I'm going to play the special Phobos ability, which allows me to get 2 punches in before you
even get to fight back. I mean, I get to roll my dice, and obviously with his wretched ability, I'll still resolve any. If you kill him, he gets to resolve 1 of his hits before he dies. But still, 1 hit is better than absolutely no hits.
1 CP for stealth assault.
Stealth assault, that's what it's called. Cool. So the medic is going in, and he is hitting on 3s with his fists. So let's see what he gets. Ooh,
And it's enough to kill him.
So that's enough to kill him. Let's see if I get anything here. Oh my goodness, I only get to resolve the 1 successful thing there. I get to re-roll 1 dice actually because he has marks. It's a 6, but it doesn't really matter in this case whatsoever because I'll do my 4 damage from my 6 skinning blades. But Flenny is dead.
And now to finish it off, he is going to jab himself with the Helix Gauntlet to heal for 2d3.
Indeed he will.
Let's see if I can get that 4 back.
He
get it back.
He gets
on
it
the
back.
nose.
Amazing. So Flenny did absolutely nothing again. Just to clarify, Flenny did have Ceaseless, which means I could have re-rolled the ones anyway, but because he would have taken the 2 amounts of damage, a critical and a regular, it doesn't matter. I got my crit back, so he did the most he could do, which was nothing. Also, because the Enforcer has all of that hate running through his body like thick jam in his veins, he has jumped forward with a charge and is about to punch the commander of the opposing kill team in the face very hard with his power fist. Now, these are hitting on 4s. I get no re-rolls because of the he's not marked by the gods or anything like that. So I've just got to see if I can get some stuff through. Okay, I do get a crit, and
you get a hit.
I am going to also spend 1 CP to reroll this one for another crit. That is very useful. Okay, so... Ooh, okay, that's not bad, though.
So I get 3 hits.
Now, because I have the brutal keyword, I'm going to resolve my first 6 over here for 7 damage on him.
Oh.
And then what would you like to do back to him?
I am going to, because I don't think I can parry the other 7.
You can't, because that's the brutal, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I'm going to hit you for 3 whole damage.
Wicked, and then I will pie you off with the additional 7 there. So that is the Commander dead, and the Enforcer standing tall after taking, how many was it? 3 wounds.
3, yeah.
Yeesh. Beanie has chosen to activate the Haywire Mine Incurser over here, and he's put him over to Gosh, so that he can make the most of the Bolter discipline, and he's going to be shooting his first round into the Enforcer, and the second round, if he finishes him off, into the butt of the Thugrin over here.
Damn you, Thugrin.
Thugrin. Okay, so what's the special rules on his gun? Does he get some...
So he's got 5 up lethal.
Okay, so he's 5 up. That's pretty damn good.
Okay,
Let's
so
see it.
hitting on 3s.
Whoa, okay, that ain't good for me. Any APL on this, or just...
No, it's just lethal 5 up.
Dang, okay, well, I'm going to retain 1 as cover, because I'm going to die either way, I think, if I don't get 2 6s now. Oh, I got 1.
You really did?
Okay, so what does that mean in terms of saving? Because this one will be counted, it'll block off the 2 regulars, and I block off 1 of the crits as well, so I'll only be taking 4 damage in total, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's not bad, because that means he's down to 2. So, he's still alive on 2 wounds. Are you going to finish him off with another salvo, or are you going to leave it and shoot at the Thugrin to try and weaken him?
Right, so...
So he's going to shoot him again with another salvo. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay.
Oh, that was...
Reroll that one. That was a 3, was it? Ooh, okay, so I retain... There's no point in retaining.
You're looking for 6s.
Did I get any? Did I get any?
No!
Oh, dang it, the Enforcer died.
Good, and he's your leader, isn't he?
No, as we remember, the guy who looks like the leader is not the leader. It's the chieftain over here, Barry Twatter, who is leading from the back by example. Okay, so the sniper has moved up onto the fuel tanks, and he's going to take a shot with his long las down at the exposed marksman over here. Let's see if I can get rid of this troublesome man, because I know that he can be pretty painful. I didn't get a single crit, but I do get all of them. I get to re-roll 1 because he is, he's got his blooded. Oh, so he's got 4 hits, which is not bad in the slightest. So please.
Retain 1 for
Probably a smart plan.
being in the old cover. Now get some 3s, please.
Ooh, so he only takes 3 damage in total from that. So he's wounded, but he is still alive.
Alive!
Dang it. Dang it. Oh dear, he's shooting me with his marksman right in my Gucci rags. Dang you.
You rich
Now,
peasant.
I got really excited because I thought, oh, he's wounded. He'll be hitting on 4s. But unfortunately, because he's a marksman, he was already hitting on 2s, so he's only hitting on 3s now. Dang and blast.
Sorry about that.
I think I'm just going to remove him from the thing. I'll roll him, but I'm not expecting to get quite a lot because he's got lethal AP1. I mean,
yes, you only got 2 saves.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
dead.
he's very dead. The marksman that has obliterated, and he's going to fall Wilhelm scream style. Perfect. What a superstar. What? I'll make him a star one day. And with the second salvo, the marksman is now going to turn his attention to the Thugrin.
Screw you, Thugrin.
Oh dear.
Not as good.
Okay, so
But still a lethal and a hit.
and it's AP1, isn't it? So I'm looking
So
for
only 2
5.
saves.
I get 1 crit save, which is great. So I will be taking the
So that then will make you take, I think it's
3 damage and a 6 up. Feel no pain.
See him.
None again.
So
Okay.
he's down to 9.
We're getting there. You're chewing through him. And with his final APL, he's moved down into the protection of the barricade because he just needs to make a push towards objective number 1 in order to secure that big explosive booty. I'm going to have a think, and then I'll be right back with my next turn. In response, I have declared that it is dinner time and it is time to cook some Astartes.
How dare you.
I have moved over to this rubble pile with my Flameo Flamer, and he is going to unleash the liquid hot justice of his... I can't say that. Can't say it with a straight face. He's going to flame him. 5 attacks. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. No cover because we're on the same terrain feature, so let's see him.
Let's see those 2s.
Oh, they all hit. They all hit.
no.
That is good for me. Usually I'm full of 1s. Oh no, that's bad for you.
That is bad for me. 8 damage
That's
to his flame.
Pretty damn good. I'm very happy with that. Good on you, mate.
Yeah.
Beanie has moved onto the objective with his veteran and has started to complete the action, but obviously he's got a lot of APL up his sleeve, so he's used the final APL to shoot at the Thugrin. Will he be able to do 9 damage? Let's see.
3s. Lethal 5 up and criticals do 1 mortal wound.
Ooh, very nice.
So should be.
Oh, that
great.
is very good. That is
Yes.
so good. Okay.
So that's 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch, indeed.
Unless, well, we're going to double check with how the mortal wound rule works, because I don't know if it'll only count for 1 of the dice or if it'll be all 3.
Oh, it's only for 1. It's like you don't do it per dice. It's the same with the splash damage on my Diabolic Grenade. It's not like 2 mortal wounds every time you roll a 6. It's just that 1 mortal wound gets it
Okay,
added
so it's
to the
just
pool.
1 mortal.
So just 1 mortal wound there. So
But it is still 3 crits.
it's still bloody good. I make 1 crit.
So you fend off 1.
Oh,
So in total, you'll be taking 9 damage with the mortal. You can't... you can with a feel no pain.
yes.
So it's 9.
Exactly.
Get some 6s.
So, okay, here we go.
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're looking for 1 6 to keep the Thugrin alive for now. He's
How
alive
many
on 2. Okay. Oh. Right. Okay. So he's on 2 wounds.
He wounded.
Well, he is wounded, but he gets he's chem infused, so no changes to his APL because of anything like that. So he's quite nice on that one. But yeah, still wounded. I responded by getting my commsman to give this grenadier an extra APL, and he just chose to pass for his second activation because I want to see what happens next, because it is time for an Overwatch that is coming from this guy over here down into the Thugrin. APL -1 for him. Not APL, AP -1. And also, he's going to be hitting on 4s because he hits on 2s normally. He's wounded, so it's 3s, and Overwatch pushes it to a 4.
Yes, it does. But if any of this gets through, hallelujah.
Oh, 1.
1 at a lethal.
Een.
But it is a lethal.
2 dice to get 1 6. He does not live, but...
So 4 damage, but you've got 4 6-ups now.
Do I want to spend a CP? I'm going to spend a CP just to re-roll one of these, just to see, and then I can do my Feel No Pains. Nope. Okay, so now it's 4 Feel No Pains. Is that correct?
Now let's see.
Oh.
Jam it up.
Will he get a clutch? Will he get a clutch?
Oh,
Oh, he tried he tried so much, but the Thugrin is finally down.
He was so intimidating.
My fight money. So I've done some of my movements here. I moved up Barney Stimpson, and he fired down his las rifle. Did not do any wounds whatsoever.
Hooray!
I've put these two on pass because I want to see Bean make a push for objective number 1 and see what damage I can do as a response to that. Let's hopefully. And over here, I've moved up as my final activation. The plasma gun has moved up to over here, and he's going to shoot down at the medic. But he's going to go crazy. He's going to go crazy, and he is going to overcharge the gun here. So it's got the hot rule, which means I will take some mortal wounds if I roll once, which is not good.
Yes, 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. But he will also get AP -2 now, so that means he's only got 1 save against these attacks. It's 5 and 6s for the crits. And because he has got the glory kill thing that I paid for at the beginning of the turning point, it means I get to re-roll 1 dice anyway against him. So, see what damage I can do, if any. Okay,
Is
right.
it good or bad? I closed my eyes in a wince.
I hit twice. I got 1-1, which I'm choosing to be my re-roll. Oh no, so I take 3 wounds. Can I pay for a CP to do a re-roll on a dice that didn't get re-rolled?
You gotcha.
Well, I will pay a CP for that one there. There we go. 3 big bang bazinga beans.
So 1 save.
1 save of a 3-up. Let's see it. Oh, he makes it, so he'll be taking 10 damage.
Easy.
Didn't finish off the job. You are so close. You had 1 job there. And at the end of the turning point, that means that this structure explodes, which looks a little bit like boom. Well. Wait, where's the third one? Well, okay. Looks like the wells have appeared here after the rubble. They've fallen perfectly into the shape of these grates. But it does mean that at the end of turning point the second, that Beanie scores another 2 victory points, bringing him to 4 and me to 2 because I've killed 2 of his operatives, which means he only has this 1 objective to go for in the 3rd turning point, and I just need to mow my way through as many of these wounded Phobos units as possible. Let's roll for activation. So here we are, turning point 3 is underway, and Beanie won the roll-off and kicked things off as any person should, with the medic healing thyself for a grand total of, Bean?
Only 3.
3 wounds indeed on 2d3, but then he used his second APL to get up there and start doing the action. Oh yeah, baby. So that is him done, and it forces me to try and remove this threat, because remember, if he's got anyone within engagement range of that objective at the end of the battle, it will explode and I will lose my precious fuel tank. That's the fizzy pop that we were feeding the Ogren. Also, at the beginning of the turn, I handed out some blooded tokens as well. So we've got 1 over here on the Grenadier, got 1 up here on the Gooner, got 1 over here on the Trench Sweeper, and the other one, I don't know where I put it, but it's on the Chieftain over there, Barry Twatter, who's still leading the glorious example that he is from the back. So that means I've got 4 tokens in play, which means 1 can be chosen by the gods. And I've chosen the Grenadier to make sure that he gets 1 automatic critical hit when he throws his diabolic bomb. But I'm going to activate the Gooner over here. Now the Gooner is going to fire down at the non-wounded, the veteran over here, who I have also paid 1 CP at the beginning of the turn to mark as a glory kill. And I'm going to try and glory kill him dead. I'm going for the super pooper charge. That's right, it's got AP2 and also is very, very hot stuff indeed. So it's 4 shots, but because I have marked him with a blooded token, 1 is an automatic regular hit, and because he's got the glory kill, it means I get to re-roll 1 of the dice. So let's see if I can not kill myself. Oh, baby, you're not going to like them results, mate. Oh, they all hit.
Oh, this is a bad day.
Okay, this is.
So I've only got 1 save.
1 save here. Let's see it. He's made it, but that means that you'll be taking 12 and then 17 damage. He has been turned to an absolute pile of bubbling nothingness.
I can pay 1 for. Oh no, I don't get only.
You don't get only in death. Unfortunately, they took it out for the Phobos kill team because they get the shock assault or the stealth assault thing. So that is the Gooner's action done and dusted. Okay, so after some deliberation, Beanie has got some very razor-wire thin choices to make here, and he's chosen violence and anger.
Yes.
Beanie's activating this guy over here, who's going to fire down at Flamio first because he gets no cover because it's direct line.
Oh,
it is 1 hit.
2 hits.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 2 hits. CP to reroll 1, maybe to kill him. Would you want to save it for later?
I'm going to save it for later.
Okay, so it is 3 saves of 5 ups. Yeah, so I mean, it's not great saves. Does he have AP, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 saves of 5 up then. He does not make a single one, which will be 6 damage. So he's down to 1 wound. Still alive but wounded. Do you want to finish him off, or do you want to fire over
I think it's better to kill that guy because he's got
chip damage, yeah.
and he'll be able to flame that guy next turn.
Indeed
Even
he
hitting
will.
on 3s, he should be able to get it through.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Oh, that's much better. And I won't be able to save it because I only get 2 saves, so the flamer has gone. Exploded. It shot him in the gas tank and he just went into nothing. Red jam. And with his final movement, Beanie's chosen to end his activation there. Now, I've got 2 guys that I need to kill desperately because this guy here potentially could do...
serial killer.
Well, the worst thing is that he could just, like, shoot 2 boys with a good round of shooting that are exposed here. So what I think I'm going to do is bring him within range of the trench sweeper and fire the shotgun blast into him. Okay, so the trench sweeper has moved up. He's got 4 shots hitting on 2s. 1 is an automatic hit because he has been marked by the gods, or not marked, but he's got the blooded token.
Blooded token, yeah.
Hitting on 2s. Oh, it's...
He did all right.
All have hit so far. So it's up to Beanie. See if he can save. We saved all but 2, so that is exactly 4 damage. Does he want to CP it for a re-roll?
Yeah,
Here we go. Keep him alive. He does not...
why would you do that, Dice, you smellhead?
Okay, unfortunately, that has killed his last remaining shooting operative there, which means that he will now get an Overwatch, but then the rest of my kill team will move forward. So the medic is now engaging in a war of the doctors. The Hippocratic Oath has Be damned. We are...
Do harm.
Yeah, do harm is the name of the game here, because Beanie's injured Astartes medic is shooting over at Barney Stimpson over here. So it is 4 shots hitting on 4s this time, isn't it? Because it's 3s normally. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, because he's injured. Ian.
Oh, that's not the spiciest.
And will I be able to
Is lethal
save?
mind?
Oh, is it lethal? Oh, that is very good. I won't retain any for cover. I'm just going to try. I did block it, I'm afraid, my man, but you do have Bolt of Discipline, so that means you can...
Not
It's Overwatch. It's Overwatch.
It is Overwatch.
Unfortunately, that is no damage done there, so I will move the rest of my kill team and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've done some movements here. Barney Stimpson decided to go around the corner and try and shoot his las gun over at the exposed Phobos unit, but unfortunately did nada. But now it is time for the Brimstone Grenadier, who has leapt forward, and remember, he has been chosen by the gods, so 1 is an automatic crit already. The others are hitting on 3s. Let's see if he can do it for Daddy. He hits 2 more times, and because I have not marked anyone, so it's only going to be those 3 hits. So please roll those dice. Ooh.
So they're 3 saves.
But 1 is a crit, so that means it is a 3 damage, so it is not that much. He's still alive on 2. And that is a bit worrying because I'm going to have to bring Barry Twatter out of retirement to hopefully finish the job. So this is what it all comes down to. Barry Twatter finally realising that he has to do something, that he has to do those 2 wounds to the Helix Astartes over here. He's got his bolt pistol ready. He stepped up to the plate. It's a las pistol, but he has a bolt pistol in terms of the thing there. So he's going to be shooting, hitting on 3s, but he gets to retain 1 immediately as a 3 because he has got a blooded token, which means 3 dice. Looking for 3s. Come on, mate. Okay, he's got a crit, and I'm going to pay 1 CP down to 1.
Why not?
Come on, mate. Oh, it's into a 1 again. Okay, so all Bean needs to do is get...
Some saves.
Are you going to retain 1 as a crit, or are you just going to fish for that 6? Ooh.
No, I'm going to fish.
Oh, he's fishing for the 6s. Here we go. He has not made it. Oh, so he does the 3 damage he needed, and he's managed to kill him. Oh, that was very close there, lads, because the commsman was like, oh yeah, I forgot that he would actually explode. That's why he jumped up on there to shout victory, but instead nearly died in fiery flames. So that is the end of Turning Point the 3rd.
You've now killed 5.
So you can win if you explode this in your turn.
But
it's a big if. Yeah. Do you want to see it through, or do you want to retreat into the shadows?
I actually think that there is no point in playing out the next one, because he'll move there maybe, and then he'll die.
The gunner will shoot him, or everyone else.
Yeah, can kill him now. So I will graciously run away.
You faded into the shadows. Mate, no, you jumped through the well. You jumped into the well that somehow magically appeared. Straight down. You actually fell into the secret reserve, because I said to you before that this was full of fizzy pop, but it's not. Of course it wasn't. I was trying to keep it on the down low. It's actually full of the goo, the secret goo that powers all the goo that you see flowing through Brobnar.
It's all goo.
And the Phobos was like, basically they wanted to close down this supply to the goo factory, because they're just like, we're so sick and tired of Brobnar being so so very silly. Please sort it out and be more serious like those other 40k channels. We said, no, not happening.
Never.
Well. Okay, so that has been our kill team battle between the Blooded and the Phobos. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. And if you want to chat to us in the meantime on the social medias, you can follow Beanie over on Instagram at
84K.
and you can follow me over on Instagram at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. There's also the Discord, which is linked in the description below, so please come and say hi to us there as well. I want to thank GW for sending us through Octarius, which allowed us to build up all the terrain for this, and also Murok for the board that we're playing on today. Big love. And the models, of course, yeah. Yeah, cheers for that, lads. But yes, it's been another battle on Brobnar. Hope to see you soon. Bye.